What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a great week. It's a beautiful week outside in Tennessee. A friend of mine, Scott Keeps Time, has sent me a watch that's garnered a lot of attention on the internet lately, and thought I might want to review it. He found it for retail, drove and picked it up, and probably sent it to me, so he hasn't even had a chance to enjoy it. So we're going to do a quick review. We're going to get our thoughts on it, unboxing for you guys, and then I'm going to send it back to him so he can enjoy it. So thank you, Scott. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, so I am wearing the classic Casio G-Shock Square. I love this thing, but this is not why we're here. We're here to look at what's down here. There it is. So, as you can see, I've already untaped it. Quite frankly, I really wanted to see this, so I started unboxing it before I started videoing it. So, my apologies, but it is what it is. Here we go. So, still in the bag, it seems. So, did you seriously not take it out of the bag yet, Scott? That's crazy, man. Tilly's.com. I don't know Tilly's. Do you guys know Tilly's? Apparently a California company. We don't have Tilly's in Tennessee. At any rate, G-Shock. So the metal tin, very familiar with that. Most of your G-Shocks are going to come in a metal tin similar to this. Let's get in here. Get that out of the way. And inside the metal tin, of course, you have your world warranty card, your international warranty card. Nothing unusual about that. And after the world warranty card, you get your phone book sized Casio instruction manual. All G-Shocks come with this enormous phone book. Kind of hilarious, if you ask me. And then on to the watch itself, the Casio G-Shock GA2100. This is the 1A1 version, the all black, the Casio-Oak, as it was termed by Scottish watches. Very cool. Little hard to photograph, but beautiful nonetheless. I actually really like this design. I saw the write-up in Hodinkee. I've seen the write-up a number of other places, but I had not seen one of these in person because they are very difficult to come by. Scott was able to find one at retail, drive and pick it up, and then, like I said, he sent it right to me. So, yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity to see it. As I hit the set button here, I just want to see. Casio anti-digitals are super cool, how that they set. I love that. It's just a lot of fun, especially for $99, and you've got your bottom button here to run through the actual setting, as you can see. So top left button for adjust. I'll hit it again and get it back. Bottom left for mode. Top right for light, and bottom right for start, stop. And let's look at that light. That's really cool. Sort of a blue tint to it. You have your standard Casio screw-in case back with your 4 sort of industrial screws in the back. But what you do get that I didn't expect is the quick release straps, it looks like. I'll have to investigate that. That's something you don't get on the Square, nor any Casio that I've seen, actually. Side by side, this case is larger than the Casio Square. They're calling it a 48 millimeter case, 48.5 to be exact, but actually the exact dimensions are 45 millimeters by 11.8 millimeters in height. So not a whole lot bigger than your Casio Square. More difficult to read, as you can see. And going back to that case back. You can see similarities. One of the biggest differences is the carbon core guard labeling. Carbon core guard, carbon infused within the plastic to make it stronger. You can see the strap is very similar to the square, although slightly wider with a slightly larger clasp because it's a bigger watch. But that makes sense, doesn't it? I personally like the view of the square a little bit better. You can see it easier. If I bring the square steel in, you can see it's a lot easier to read than the Casio-Oak. But having said that, it's a cool addition. It actually is an addition I may pick up. However, I may pick up the slightly easier to read model with the painted indices, just simply because this is going to be a little difficult to read in certain lights. You can see the steel model is the easiest to read, but it also has the highest end display as well. The digital display of the Casio-Oak, not very bright nor very large. You're looking at about 1/2 inch square, although it's not quite a true square, down at the lower right corner. And then you have your analog day display on the 9 o'clock position, which is very cool. And on the wrist, you can see that 45 millimeter sits very comfortably. That 11.8 millimeter height, very nice on the wrist. This is a light watch. It actually feels lighter than the original square. So this may be due to the carbon core. I'm not quite sure. But you get a lot of features for just $99 on this watch. So I would actually hold off until Casio gets replenished. They're saying by March they will be replenishing these. So you should see restocks on the way very soon. Don't spend $130 to $200 on this. Wait until they supply this and get it at $99. You know, being similar to the Royal Oak in shape, for $99 you get a whole lot more features. If we talk in terms of an analog watch, you get basically a perpetual calendar, a chronograph, chiming alarms, a world timer, and then some fantastic Loom, albeit in a very small area of the watch. And we will look at the Loom. These hands are loomed, but only the hands are loomed. If we're talking true Loom, you get a very nice blue display in the digital area of this piece, but you don't get any Loom anywhere except for on the hands, which technically is enough. But I would have liked to seen the indices get Loom as well. But at any rate, zero complaints on this watch other than maybe legibility. It is kind of difficult to read in certain lights. Aside from that, I would say my only other complaint is Casio taking a book from Rolex and not supplying for the demand. Me personally, I like the square better, but this is a fantastic watch with fantastic features for $99, guys. Hold out, pick one up at retail.